Have you ever wondered why some people achieve everything they set out to do while others live in constant frustration? In the next few minutes, you'll discover the most powerful secret for transforming your life, the triple focus that will revolutionize your mind, multiply your money, and activate your deepest purpose. Most people live their entire lives with scattered focus, jumping from one thought to another, from one goal to another, wasting their mental energy in 1,000 different directions. And that's exactly why they never make significant progress in any important area of their lives. Napoleon Hill, after studying the most successful men and women of his time, discovered that they all shared one fundamental characteristic: the ability to maintain unwavering focus on their most important objectives. Think about this for a moment. Your mind is like a magnifying glass. When you scatter the sun's rays, they barely generate heat. But when you concentrate those same rays on a single point, that focused power can ignite fire. The same happens with your mental attention. When you scatter it, you barely generate results. But when you concentrate it, you can completely transform your reality. The first pillar of triple focus is mastery of your mind. Every extraordinary achievement begins here. Napoleon Hill stated that whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. But there's a crucial detail that many ignore. It's not enough to conceive and believe occasionally. True transformation occurs when you maintain that dominant thought day after day, hour after hour, without allowing distractions to divert you from your path. Have you noticed that we live in the era of perpetual distraction? Every notification on your phone, every alarming headline, every superficial conversation is designed to steal the most valuable thing you possess: your focused attention. And as long as we continue allowing our attention to be hijacked by the urgent but trivial, we will never be able to manifest what is truly important. Think about someone you know who has achieved something extraordinary. It could be in business, sports, art, or any other field. I guarantee that person didn't achieve excellence by dividing their attention among 1,000 different things. They achieved it by developing a productive obsession with their goal, allowing that dominant thought to guide their actions day after day. Here's a simple but transformative exercise. For the next 7 days, dedicate the first 30 minutes of each morning to visualizing your most important goal with absolute clarity. Don't just think about it vaguely. Visualize it with all possible sensory details. What does it look like? How does it feel? What sounds are present when you've already achieved that goal? What are the people around you saying about your achievement? This practice isn't a simple exercise in imagination. It's a deliberate programming of your subconscious mind. Napoleon Hill discovered that when you impregnate your subconscious with a dominant idea, it mobilizes all your internal and external resources to manifest that idea in physical reality. Your subconscious mind doesn't distinguish between what is real and what is vividly imagined. That's why when you visualize your success with emotional intensity, you're literally creating new neural connections that predispose you to success. And do you know what happens when you master the art of mental focus? Everything else begins to align magically. Opportunities appear coincidentally. The right people enter your life at the precise moment. The resources you need materialize when you need them most. It's not coincidence or luck. It's the power of mental focus taken to its maximum expression. Repeat with me right now. My mind is my most valuable asset, and I choose to focus it exclusively on my most important goals, ignoring any distraction that takes me away from my destiny. If you truly want to transform your life, subscribe now to this channel to receive more content that will help you master your mind and achieve your most ambitious goals. And now, get ready, because we're going to explore the second pillar of triple focus that will forever change your relationship with money and abundance. And that's what we'll discuss in the next point, the second pillar of triple focus, mastering your financial energy. Because having mental clarity isn't enough if you don't know how to focus your material resources to multiply them exponentially. Napoleon Hill observed a fascinating pattern among the wealthy people he studied. They had all developed what he called a wealth consciousness, which is fundamentally different from a simple ambition for money. Wealth consciousness is a mental state in which you see money for what it really is, a means to create value, not an end in itself. And here's the paradox that most never understand. The more you focus on creating value for others, the more money naturally flows to you. The problem most people have is a disordered relationship with money. Some publicly despise it while secretly desiring it, creating an internal contradiction that sabotages their prosperity. Others desperately chase it, generating an energy of scarcity that repels abundance instead of attracting it. Hill discovered that the most prosperous minds did neither of these things. Instead, they adopted what he called the principle of fair exchange. What does this mean for you? It means you must stop asking yourself, how can I earn more money? And start asking, how can I create more value for more people? This simple reorientation of focus completely changes your financial energy. Think about the richest people in the world today. All of them, without exception, created systems that generate massive value for millions of people. They didn't focus first on money, they focused on solving problems on a large scale. Money was simply the natural result of that focus. Have you noticed that when you chase money directly, it seems to slip through your fingers? But when you obsessively focus on mastering a valuable skill, perfecting a service, or creating a product that solves a real problem, money begins to flow to you almost effortlessly. Here's a powerful exercise to transform your relationship with money. Take a blank sheet and draw 2 columns. In the first, write all the ways you're currently creating value for others. Be brutally honest. In the second column, write all the ways you could amplify that value. How could you reach more people? How could you solve their problems more deeply or more efficiently? How could you create something that no one else is offering? Napoleon Hill emphasized that wealth begins with a definite idea, not with a vague idea of I want to be rich, but with a crystal clear idea of what specific value you're going to create and for whom. When you clarify this, you're activating what he called the infinite power of the definite mind. Another crucial aspect of financial focus is what Hill called the elimination of energy drains. Every time you worry about money, every time you feel anxiety or fear regarding your finances, you're creating an energy drain that sabotages your ability to attract abundance. The rich keep their energy concentrated on creation and multiplication, not on worry and obsessive conservation. Have you noticed how some people seem to constantly attract financial opportunities, while others, equally capable, always struggle to make ends meet? The difference isn't in their intelligence or external circumstances. It's in their energetic focus regarding money. Repeat this powerful affirmation now. Money flows to me easily and abundantly when I focus on creating exceptional value for others. I am a magnet for financial opportunities because I maintain an unshakable consciousness of abundance. If this content is helping you transform your mindset about money, make sure to like it and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Because when you share value, the universe multiplies your own abundance. And now, prepare to discover the third pillar of triple focus, the element that really changes everything and elevates the previous 2 to a completely new level. And that's what we'll discuss in the next point, the third fundamental pillar of triple focus, transcendent purpose. Because without this element, the 2 previous pillars may lead you to success, but never to true fulfillment. Napoleon Hill described it perfectly when he said, "Wealth without a higher purpose is like a ship without a rudder, destined to wreck on the shores of dissatisfaction." Have you noticed that many materially successful people still feel empty inside? They have mental focus, they've mastered the laws of financial prosperity, but something fundamental is still missing in their lives. That something is transcendent purpose, the deeper reason that gives meaning to everything else. Hill discovered something fascinating in his study of the most successful minds. They had all identified what he called their definite major purpose, a personal mission that was bigger than themselves and served a greater good. This purpose acted as an internal compass, guiding all their decisions and actions, especially in moments of difficulty or uncertainty. The problem is that most people never take the time to discover their authentic purpose. They live following purposes that society, their parents, or their environment have imposed on them. But a borrowed purpose will never have the magnetic power of a purpose discovered from the depths of your being. Think about the people who have left an indelible mark on the world. From Martin Luther King Jr. to Steve Jobs, from Marie Curie to Oprah Winfrey, they all had absolute clarity about their definite major purpose. It wasn't something they did, it was something they were. And that alignment between their being and their doing released a level of energy, creativity, and perseverance that seemed superhuman. How do you discover your definite major purpose? Napoleon Hill suggested a powerful technique that I'm going to share with you. Find a quiet place where no one will interrupt you for at least an hour. Take paper and pencil and answer these questions with absolute honesty. If you had unlimited resources, money, time, connections, what would you dedicate your life to? What activities make you lose track of time when you're doing them? What injustice or problem in the world generates such intense indignation or passion in you that you cannot ignore it? What are your natural talents, those things that have always been easy for you, but that others find difficult? What legacy would you like to leave in this world when you're no longer here? The answers to these questions contain important clues about your definite major purpose. But here comes the crucial part. Your purpose must be something that transcends your personal benefit. It must be something that serves others, that contributes to the common good in some way. As Hill said, greatness begins when you start thinking about how your work can benefit others. And here's the magic. When you align your mental focus and financial resources with a transcendent purpose, what Hill called the alchemy of spiritual transmutation occurs. Your obstacles become opportunities. Your work becomes a mission. Your ambition transforms into vocation, and you experience a level of satisfaction, energy, and inner peace that money alone could never buy. Have you noticed how some people face enormous difficulties but maintain an unshakable serenity and determination? That's the sign of someone who lives guided by a higher purpose. When you know why you do what you do, almost nothing can divert you from your path. Repeat with me. My purpose is bigger than my fears, more powerful than my excuses, and more enduring than my moments of doubt. Each day I come closer to the full manifestation of my mission in this world. If you haven't yet identified your definite major purpose, don't worry. It's a process, not an event. The important thing is that you begin to ask yourself these deep questions and pay attention to the signs that life is sending you. Your purpose is already within you, waiting to be discovered. And now that you understand the three fundamental pillars of triple focus, it's time to understand how to integrate them into a coherent system that exponentially multiplies your impact and your results. And that's what we'll discuss in the next point, because it's not enough to know these three pillars separately. True power emerges when you learn to integrate them into a coherent system that Napoleon Hill called the inner mastermind alliance. Most people make the mistake of working on these three focuses in isolation. One day, they concentrate on improving their mindset, another day on increasing their income, and occasionally they think about their purpose. But this fragmented approach dilutes your power and disperses your energy. Napoleon Hill discovered that the most extraordinary minds had developed the ability to maintain these three focuses simultaneously, creating an internal synergy that exponentially multiplied their results. How did they achieve this? Through what he called the habit of the ordered mind. An ordered mind doesn't chaotically jump from one thought to another. It operates with precision like a laser, keeping in its consciousness both the immediate objective and the broader vision. It's capable of working on a specific task while maintaining awareness of how that task connects with its higher purpose and financial prosperity. Have you noticed that some people seem to always be busy but never make significant progress? While others, sometimes doing less, achieve exponentially greater results. The difference is in the quality of their integrated focus. Here's a practical exercise to develop this integration. Every morning, before starting your day, dedicate 10 minutes to aligning your three focuses. Ask yourself, what is my mental focus for today? What thoughts will dominate my mind? How am I going to focus my energy to create value and prosperity today? In what way do my activities today bring me closer to my transcendent purpose? This simple morning ritual will radically change your daily experience. Instead of reacting to circumstances, you'll begin to intentionally create your reality. Instead of dispersing yourself in 1,000 directions, you'll concentrate your energy on what's truly important. And instead of feeling that your work and your purpose are disconnected, you'll experience a deep internal coherence. Napoleon Hill expressed it magnificently when he said, "Concentrated power is like compressed steam. The more it's concentrated, the greater its power." When you integrate your three focuses, you're compressing all your vital energy in a clear and powerful direction. Nothing can resist the power of such a focused mind. Another crucial aspect of this integration is what Hill called the habit of definite decision. Ordinary people constantly change direction, chase every new idea or trend, and as a result disperse their energy without achieving significant results. Extraordinary people, on the contrary, make definite decisions based on their triple focus and then remain unwavering until they achieve the desired result. How many times have you abandoned a project or an idea when things got difficult? Probably many. But when you operate from your integrated triple focus, you develop what Hill called persistence based on knowledge of purpose. You no longer give up because your purpose is bigger than any temporary obstacle. You're no longer distracted because your mental focus is clear and defined. And you're no longer discouraged by financial difficulties because you know exactly how your persistence is creating long-term value. Repeat now. My three focuses are perfectly aligned. My mind, my financial energy, and my purpose function as a coherent unit, amplifying my power to manifest my highest desires. If this message is resonating with you, remember to like it and share it with those who need to hear it. And now, prepare to discover the fifth and final element of triple focus, the catalyst that takes everything above to a completely new level. And that's what we'll discuss in the next point, the fifth element that completes and enhances the triple focus, the law of ascending influence. Because Napoleon Hill discovered something fascinating in his study of the most powerful minds of his time. They had all mastered the art of elevating their energy field to attract circumstances, people, and opportunities aligned with their deepest desires. This is the best-kept secret of extraordinary success, and it explains why some people seem to have inexplicable luck, while others constantly struggle against circumstances. The truth is that luck doesn't exist. What exists is energetic resonance. As Hill said, "We are living magnets and we attract into our lives things, people, and circumstances that accord with our dominant thoughts." Most people never master this fifth element because it operates on a subtle level, beyond the visible. They can't see it, so they believe it doesn't exist. But those who have deeply studied the invisible laws that govern success know that this element is as real and powerful as the law of gravity. Ascending influence is the ability to elevate your vibratory frequency to tune in to the level where your desires already exist in potential form. Hill called it the antenna of the infinite mind. It's like tuning your mental radio to the exact frequency where the ideas, connections, and opportunities you need to materialize your objectives are broadcast. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to be in the right place at the right time? Why do they have brilliant ideas just when they need them? Why do they meet the perfect person precisely when that connection can catapult their success? It's not coincidence. It's the result of having mastered the law of ascending influence. Hill discovered that there are certain mental and emotional states that automatically elevate your vibratory frequency, allowing you to access this field of infinite possibilities. He called them the catalysts of the higher mind, and they are deep gratitude, conscious enthusiasm, unwavering faith, and unconditional love. Every time you genuinely cultivate these states, you're literally altering your electromagnetic field and becoming a more powerful magnet for favorable circumstances. It's not vague metaphysics, it's advanced science that we're just beginning to fully understand. Here's a transformative exercise to immediately activate your ascending influence. For the next 7 days, dedicate 15 minutes each night before sleeping to deliberately cultivating these 4 catalytic states. First, list at least 10 things for which you feel genuine gratitude. Then, reconnect with your purest enthusiasm by vividly imagining the realization of your purpose. Next, reaffirm your unwavering faith by visualizing all the forces of the universe conspiring for your success. And finally, expand your heart by sending unconditional love to all beings, including those you perceive as obstacles. This simple nightly ritual will radically transform your energy field. You'll wake up feeling different. People will notice it even if they can't explain it, and you'll begin to observe surprising coincidences that bring you closer to your objectives, as if an invisible hand were orchestrating events in your favor. Napoleon Hill expressed it perfectly when he said, "What the mind can conceive and believe, and the heart desire, you can achieve." Note that he included the heart in this famous phrase. It's not just a mental process, it's a total alignment of your being where mind, heart, and spirit work in perfect harmony. Have you noticed how some people emanate a presence that naturally attracts valuable opportunities and connections? That presence isn't accidental. It's the result of having consciously integrated their triple focus and amplified it through the law of ascending influence. Imagine for a moment that you've already completely mastered this law. Your mind is focused with crystal clarity on your most important objectives. Your financial energy flows abundantly because you're creating exceptional value. Your transcendent purpose infuses deep meaning into each of your actions. And all of this is powered by your field of ascending influence that naturally attracts the circumstances, people, and resources you need to manifest your vision. Can you feel the power of that state? Can you visualize the version of yourself that operates from that level of consciousness and capability? That version of you already exists in potential. You just need to elevate your vibratory frequency to tune into it. Repeat now with absolute conviction. My ascending influence expands each day. I am a powerful magnet that naturally attracts everything I need to manifest my highest vision. Favorable circumstances continuously converge on my path. The triple focus enhanced by the law of ascending influence transforms you into a conscious creator of your destiny instead of a victim of circumstances. It allows you to access internal and external resources that most people don't even know exist. And it positions you to achieve what Hill called definite success, the full manifestation of your highest potentials in service to a greater good. If you've come this far, it's because something within you has recognized the truth of this message. Something in you knows that you're destined for a greatness that you haven't yet fully manifested. Trust that inner voice. It's the wisest part of your being guiding you toward your maximum expression. And now, having deeply explored the 5 elements that compose the triple focus, let me share with you the most powerful conclusion of all, the truth that changes everything. If you've carefully followed everything we've explored up to now, you've probably already begun to feel a change within you, a new clarity, a sensation of expanded possibility, and perhaps even a renewed determination to manifest that greatness you've always known exists within you. What Napoleon Hill discovered after decades of studying the most brilliant minds of his time is that extraordinary success is never accidental. It's the inevitable result of consciously aligning the most powerful forces of your being, your mental focus, your wealth-creating energy, and your transcendent purpose, all amplified by your field of ascending influence. The transformative truth is this: you already possess everything you need to manifest the life of your dreams. You don't need to acquire anything external. You don't need to wait for circumstances to be perfect. You don't need anyone's permission or approval. The only thing you need is to consciously direct your triple focus and maintain it unwavering in the face of any distraction, doubt, or difficulty. Think of this moment as a turning point in your life, the moment when you consciously decided to abandon the patterns of scattered thinking, self-imposed limitations, and mediocre conformity that keep most people trapped in lives of quiet desperation. From today, you commit to living from your triple focus, to awakening each morning with crystal clear mental clarity about your most important goals, to orienting your energy toward the creation of exceptional value that will naturally attract abundant prosperity, and to aligning each of your actions with that greater purpose that gives transcendent meaning to your existence. Napoleon Hill expressed it perfectly when he said, The world makes room for the person who knows where they're going. When you operate from your triple focus, the entire universe conspires to support your vision. Barriers dissolve, paths open, and what previously seemed impossible reveals itself as simply inevitable. The journey ahead of you won't always be easy. There will be days when distractions will try to divert you from your focus, moments when doubt will try to weaken your resolution, circumstances that will test your commitment. But if you maintain your triple focus unwavering, you'll emerge victorious from each challenge, stronger, wiser, and more powerful than before. And one day, perhaps not too distant, you'll look back at the path traveled and fully understand the magnificence of the transformation process that began today. You'll see how each obstacle was really an opportunity in disguise, how each no brought you closer to a much more valuable yes, and how each moment of doubt ultimately strengthened your determination. This is your moment, the moment to reclaim the extraordinary power that has always been yours. The power to focus so intensely on your vision that nothing can prevent its manifestation. The power to create abundant wealth through the exceptional value you offer to the world, and the power to live each day with the deep satisfaction that comes from serving a purpose greater than yourself. So now I want you to leave a comment below this video with this powerful declaration: I choose to live from my triple focus. My mind is clear, my value-creating energy is unstoppable, and my purpose illuminates every step of my path. This declaration isn't just words, it's a commitment to yourself, a contract with your greatest potential, a decree you send to the universe announcing that from today, you consciously choose greatness instead of mediocrity. If this message has deeply resonated with you, make sure to subscribe to this channel, activate the notification bell, and share this video with those who need to awaken to their own transformative power. Because when you elevate your own consciousness, you also elevate that of those around you. And together, we create a world where more and more people live from their triple focus, manifesting the greatness for which they were designed. Remember, your mind, your wealth, your purpose, 3 focuses, 1 extraordinary destiny. The moment is now. The decision is yours. Are you ready to reclaim your power